And so, again, Mike Cochin, sorry about that, was, going into the details. Again, it's another thing that, was asked of him. And he's right. It would take more expertise and more costs and more time to fake a little gram or a half gram or quarter gram or whatever, the units that we have, than it would to make it itself. And, one expose would end all of our operations, okay? So, when you got a 400, you've got one of the good delivery bars, the main bullion bars, that type of thing, and you take it out of what they call the good delivery cycle, where everybody knows everything about it has been, kept credible, then you have a chance that somebody's going to melt it down, stick lead in the metal or whatever, and, give you a bar of gold that is not pure gold. But in this case, it would take more to fake it than it does to make it. Okay.
Right. What do you see as being so special about their market niche with these smaller weight bullions?
Well, a big part of the financial collapse and everything else. Anybody that knows what's going on out there and what we came close to experiencing and may in the future, is that you can't take a gold bar or a gold coin and go out and shop with it and shave off pieces of it. I mean, it'd be very difficult. And, if there is serious financial collapse or major problems or disruptions, then, do you want to take a gold bar or a gold coin out and get worthless currency back as change? Or do you want to have to buy, 500 boxes of cereal or whatever? It's the ability to have the gold in a size and, credible, viable unit that can be used as currency. And that is really the key of what we're providing for people. So you've got something that you can carry around, and they are in thousands and thousands of shops in Europe already accepting the KB gold cards as currency. And, of course, when you see the card, it's got a serial number on it. It's got a hologram. It's stamped. It's certified. And they're adding new things to the cards that'll be out soon, too, just to keep on, making them, more secure and, more viable as a currency. And that, that is the real key to what we're offering people here. I mean, there's many other factors that are very unique, but I think that's the real key, is you keep a certain amount of these cards around the house or in your safe deposit box or in your home safe or whatever. In case of a collapse, you keep everything else in the vaults that are totally secure, and then when things are looking a little dire, you have more and more shipped to you. But that's, a big factor of what differentiates us.
So what I hear you saying, and I know, you and I have chatted several times since you got back, but with the KB vision really is a private global currency that is inflation-proof. The euro's in free fall. The U.S. dollar's in free fall. The currencies of the world they're in trouble. And there's a currency war going on right now. And what a perfect time to come up with this concept and idea. And I think everyone has to agree in business, timing is everything. This private global currency, what can you share with us about that vision?
Well, again, this is what I was querying Mike Cochin about and so forth with the whole crew present there. And I said to him, Mike, what I see you doing here is creating a private currency that is actually viable to be a global, a globally distributed and accepted currency. And I said, aren't you a little concerned that you may come under a little bit of attack or something? And, because you may be challenging the all the different powers that be. And he just said essentially to me, well, that is the vision. And, as I had researched and as he affirmed, private currencies are totally legal in any free country of the world. I mean, we have barter currencies. We have local currencies. As Mike brought up, there's at least 60 in Germany alone. And they're totally legal as long as you're not trying to make them look like you're the local government's currency. But Mike, just basically said that is the vision, and he just said, too, that, if he's attacked, the movement will go on. With the internet and the kind of momentum and everything that we've got, they would just be creating a martyr and actually increasing, the draw of this whole opportunity. So the private currency is totally viable. It's totally credible. It's totally, at the right timing for today. And, again, there's something about people that are getting behind this concept that I can't share yet, but it's going to be coming out in the not too distant future. And you're going to find that a lot of people with money are going to realize that, if the currencies collapse, they can go to zero balance too. So you're going to see people with prestige and power and profits and everything else getting behind this, I believe, and taking it up a few notches. But that's all I can say about it.
Okay. Well, the last question I have, and then we're going to open the line for questions. Now that you've seen everything, you've met the management team, you've seen the refinery, you've seen the mint, both corporate offices, you've seen all the nuts and bolts of the whole program. Why do you believe this company will succeed?
Well, Joe, again, one of the things that was very clear to me after, all these processes is that we have things to offer here. And excuse me, I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit because I forgot to mention something that I hadn't heard before, and I think it just came, to the surface and became viable. That's going to set us really, really apart. Our production facilities are producing green gold. And when I say that, I don't mean the cheap gold you can buy down on the street corner or, at the dollar store or whatever that turns green on you. I mean ecologically correct. If anybody knows anything about gold production on this planet, it's, very detrimental to the environment and people that are doing it because of the caustic chemicals, the cyanide and the mercury. So we're not using any of those. That's really a big part of what blew me away. We are not. They've come up with processes, again, proprietary, patent pending, and got to be kept a little bit quiet right now. But we can talk about the fact that our production facilities are producing nothing but ecologically correct gold. And I don't think there's another facility on the planet doing it. And that itself, there were several times on this trip when I got those, those kind of chills you get when you realize what you've got.
Yes.
And you've never had before, and you dreamed and hoped you'd see, and so forth. And when they come, it's like, whoa. So the green gold aspect is huge for us. We've got proprietary technologies that others are going to be after and whatever. But right now, we're rolling it out in our facilities, and I think it's a big selling point. Not only that, it adds a lot of value, again, that nobody else can match as far as comparing the Kinnabars and so forth.
Right.
And, the company is going to succeed because it's doing everything right. The plan is brilliant. The pay plan, the product, the procedures, everything else. They've had a few hiccups along the way, and we're probably going to have a few more. But they're very open and anxious to solve any problems right away and keep on with the vision. The vision, to help the whole world be ready. I think that's a big part of what's going to be our success, is people are going to realize that this is not just about making money or stacking up your gold. This is about helping the whole planet get ready for financial collapse and concerns and keep value of assets. What good does it do to go out and earn millions and millions or even billions of dollars if that currency can be wiped out overnight and you get zero balance? And if anybody doubts that, all they got to do is look at history. So all of the factors together are a big part of the success and the people behind it. And I believe, the vision that they have and that they've implemented there is what's going to drive us to success. People are going to start realizing that the politicians are not going to quit printing money to buy their votes. So the currencies are going to go down in value, and gold's going to take more of those worthless currencies to get. That's our success there. Every aspect of this program that is a key point is going to drive us like none of us have ever seen before. And I'll stand on that there's nothing else out there that's going to have this kind of momentum. So, I'm so excited I don't want to hype people or, try and boost them on hope and change. This is reality that we have here, and every aspect of it is just like unbelievable. And like I said, not only did it get chills, but it was actually, quite emotionally stirring. And I'm a guy that's been from the jungles of Peru to the mountains of Thailand and jumping out of planes and doing all kinds of crazy different things over the world. But, I actually got quite, thankfully emotional when I realized what we had here, and I got over the chills and I went on to the thrills.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Well put. Well, Steve, those are fantastic answers, and at this point, I know our call has gone a little bit longer than we had hoped, but this is all very important stuff, and we really appreciate your viewpoint. And if anybody has any questions, what you need to do is press *6. That will unmute your line. If you have a question for Steve, just press *6. Who's going to be first with a question today?
Joe, I'm here, Jim from Canada.
Yes, Jim.
I got a two-part question. The first part is you. Is this going to be recorded, this call?
Yes, this is being recorded.
Okay, that's great. The next question is for Steve. Steve, we've all heard projected when we would open in North America. I'm wondering, from you being over there, did you get a different perspective of when we might open, or a different feeling from when you were over here in America and went over to Germany?
Well, first of all, I believe that we're going to open within the next few weeks, one way or the other. I mean, basically what's holding us up right now is the final aspects of the software, which we all saw screenshots recently. I knew it was coming any day. I got, some basic looks at some things over there. That's the main thing. We got to have that software and the genealogy and everything properly in place so we don't have any major hiccups. So that's, just about to happen. They've handled a lot of the legal issues in a number of places, and quite frankly, some of the aspects I can't talk about of why I went over there, could propel that greatly. So I'm hoping and expecting some news here in the next couple of weeks. That's going to be very exciting either way that they decide to go. But we're just on the verge of it. So I'm looking forward to Again, this is my opinion, but I think we'll be off and running by November 1st.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay. Next question, please.
Steve, this is Burles. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
This is Burles Johnson from Augusta, Georgia.
Yes, Burles.
Yep.
And I just want to say that this is, you talking about you had chills. I've been having chills about this ever since I found out about it. So I just wanted to let you know that I'm on board, and I'm waiting for it to hit the United States.
Yep.
Yes.
We all are. And we thank you and appreciate your tenacity and jumping on board. I always say if people have enough common sense and business and financial intelligence to blow the fuzz off a peanut, they'll be interested in getting involved with this one.
There you go.
I totally agree.
Who else has a question for Steve?
Hi there.
Hey, Burl, I just want to say that you got to contain yourself. I spend half my time just trying to contain my enthusiasm so people don't think I've either gone totally crazy or I'm just hyping things. But this is an incredible opportunity, and yeah, I'm with you on that. So, take some chill pills and let's keep going.
I totally agree with you.
Thanks, Burles. All right, I heard a gal that had a question.
Hi, yes. Hi, it's Doreen.
Yes, Doreen.
So green and new to this that some of these questions may be simplistic, but in trying to get people to purchase this through KB, I'm trying to figure out what selling points we have other than the fact that they're small quantities and it's a green product. When people are out there saying, well, why would I buy from this unknown company rather than a bank? That's the first question. The second one is, how much is a half a gram in today's market approximately? And if we bought, say, $100 worth of gold and we wanted to cash it out the next day and the prices were pretty much the same, what does the company take for a fee? And my last question, I know these are a lot, I wrote them down, is if we have this credit card, can we eventually expect to go into Walmart and use it if we need to? So those are my questions.